Hey, and welcome back to the Java playlist. So in this video, we are going to be passing arguments through to a method. And this kind of just allows you to increase the complexity of your programs. We'll use the same one as last time, and we can show how, I guess, um, this passing of variables from one method to another is actually one of the main reasons why we have methods. So to get started, we're going to need a variable to pass. We'll start with an integer and just name it num. Start it at 10 to match our for loop. And then what we're going to do is, just like last time, we're going to enter this and we're going to be using the same method call, but we are going to be passing in the variable. Now it's given us an error. It's because we have to declare that this method is looking for an integer and it's looking for that argument to be passed. So once it takes that, what we can do is uh, just so, hey, the number is, and then plus num. And to change the number, we're going to need to minus that a bit. So that should run to 0. It might, we'll test it out here. So yeah, it's from my last iteration of that before I started this video. Oh, no. Yeah, so we run it. It said, hey, we're in the main method. Hey, the number is 10. Hey, the number is 9. Blah, blah, blah. Keeps going down to 0. So then after we've called this once, it comes in here. And for this, we can add a string. String1 equals going deeper, and we can have this accept string, and then we can pass string1 into this, and system.out.println. So I'm just showing how we can use multiple types of variables. It doesn't have to always be a number. And print out that string. So let's try that. So sweet, it's worked. So we see here that we started with an integer up here. It's being passed into this method. This for loop is executing 10 times, so this method is going to execute 10 times. It's going to print out the number preceded by that, and then it's going to execute this next method, which is passing a string into it, which we've declared here. This string is being passed into a print line here, and it's being printed out, and these two methods are being printed out 10 times because we're calling, I guess you could call this the parent method to this in terms of the line of execution. So this is calling this, and this is calling this. So that ends up entering 10 times. So we can see here, hey, we're in the main method. We only get that once, and then it does 10 times of all this, and then it comes back out, and it says, you're back in the main method, and then it exits. So that's how to pass arguments into some methods. It's going to get interesting now that we can do this, because we can start manipulating data inside our programs using methods. We can make big methods that we don't have to repeat to do like complex calculations, and then we only have to call them once from our main method and call them as many times as we want without typing all that code, like I've said before. But hopefully this has been helpful in terms of passing variables and arguments through to other methods and then calling them in the method that you intend to call it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.